guys, this is Modest Major here, bringing you some commentary over some Infinity Slayer gameplay. The score in the background is a 24-1. It's pretty decent gameplay. It's actually on the Legendary Slayer variant, so unfortunately I don't get to whore out ammo. All that I think when I hear that it's not going to be Infinity is, oh, I'm going to have much less ammo, so I need to be a lot more careful, which I suppose in one sense enhances tactical gameplay and making sure you keep tabs on what your ammo is, but on one hand it makes it kind of more difficult for gameplays. But this gameplay in particular, my shot was on point. I made quite a few nice snipes and there's a ninja in it, which is pretty darn awesome, so hope you guys enjoyed watching that. But today I had a pretty weighty topic that I wanted to discuss, and that is regarding the Bulletin that released late last night. And when I say late last night, I mean very late last night. I mean around 7 AM my time. I think it was around 1 AM US time, maybe even later. Pretty darn ridiculous, if you ask me. I kind of had to wait till the next morning. I really wanted to do a commentary on the night. It's a shame they don't release them a little bit earlier. But of course, Rapscallion beat me to the punch. He released a video very early today, so I'm going to leave a link in the description to his video so you can see his guys' opinions on him. He's someone who I trust on that kind of thing. He has very good Halo knowledge in general. But if you came to this video for my opinions, well, here you go, because I'm going to discuss them in depth. So, it was a pretty interesting bulletin for a couple of reasons. The first of which is that they're adding a new variant to CTF. I feel like this might be one of the things that they kind of do in the coming weeks. Like, it seems like they've gotten past the point of adding in new playlists altogether. They just kind of want to enhance the playlist that they've already got, which I personally think could be a very good idea. It's kind of a shame. Like, I hope there are new playlists in the future just to keep things a little bit fresh. But at the same time, you know, there never really was a problem of us needing new playlists. We just wanted the playlist that we had solidified. I think the only playlist that I actually really want to see added into the current cycle is King of the Hill in some description, because I love King of the Hill, and I feel like they just haven't done it justice yet in this game. The map cycle wasn't quite ready, whereas I feel like they have a lot of great Forge maps at their disposal, and hopefully with the Ricochet Community Forge test playlist, we might be able to see some more potential King of the Hill maps, but we'll have to wait and see. But the first point is that neutral CTF is being added. So neutral CTF is different to one flag CTF. If you know one flag CTF, there's basically one team plays attack and one team plays defense. Whereas in this game type, you will both simultaneously be playing attack and defense. I believe it was in a Halo 3 and maybe even Halo Reach at one point. But basically, for those who don't know, and I was actually one of the people who don't know, I don't think I've played it ever, really. I don't remember playing it anyway. It's basically one flag in the middle of the map, you run and you try and attack for it, and then you capture it over back to your base. So it sounds like a pretty cool game type. I'm definitely interested to see where it's headed. Alongside this, they've actually removed Meltdown and Abandon from the CTF map circuit, which, Meltdown, let's all jump for joy, come on. Meltdown was freaking awful for CTF. It was the worst map in existence, and I was super happy when I read that. But Abandon, on the other hand, I actually like Abandon. It's one of my favourite CTF maps. I got some of my highest scores on it. Yes, it's pretty top-heavy in some degree, and I think they kind of removed it because one spawn is more balanced, more unbalanced, sorry, in its favour, because you spawn nearer to top middle. I believe it's top gold is the more overpowered spawn, but maybe I'm thinking the wrong way around. But yeah, obviously it's an uphill struggle if you spawn on beach, so that might be taken into consideration. But still, it like never seems to be too one-sided in my opinion, unless you are dominating some terrible team. But it's not like, I don't feel like one spawn is favourable. Maybe I'm wrong. But either way, it's kind of a shame. I personally would have rather seen Ragnarok removed from the matchmaking cycle, because Ragnarok is not fun in CTF. It's not. Like, it might be fun in big team, objectively speaking, but in CTF, no, it's not fun. It's terrible. It's so bad. It's just two mantises. If you get rid of their mantises, game over. Like, that is it. It's so one-sided. It's absolutely ridiculous. The other thing is the Community Forge playlist maps have been chosen and will be taken into effect. I believe you can download them off of Service Records. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I'm looking forward to seeing them put into action. Community Forge Ricochet is something I'm super, super psyched for, because it gives me 5 new maps to play around with. And even if some of them aren't great, I just have such a great time, like, learning the ins and outs of the maps and learning, you know, how much depth there is to it and is it viable from competitive, stuff like that. It's really exciting. And then one more thing in the bulletin, there will be a Halloween-themed playlist. That was hard to say for some weird reason. It's basically an oddball variant, and the person who's holding the oddball turns orange, and then everyone else on the map is green, and the green people have to go after the orange person and try and hammer him in the face. So it's like you're trying to smash pumpkins, basically. That's the the thing they were going for, I suppose. It's pretty cool. Like, it sounds like it'll be a lot of fun. Obviously, a casual playlist by any stretch of the imagination. But I really like the fact that they've taken this into account and taken seasons into account and given us something fun to play around with. I think it's really cool, to be honest. But overall, it was an exciting bulletin, and you know, I'm really excited to see what becomes of neutral CTF, because obviously CTF itself is my favourite playlist, to be honest, that and Ricochet. I feel like, you know, just because I've played CTF so long, it feels like Ricochet is better, but I only feel like that's because it's fresh. I don't know, it will be interesting to see what happens with this Community Forge Ricochet playlist. They definitely chose a great playlist to add a Community Forge thing to, because like it would just be so cool to see people experiment with the different kinds of maps on Ricochet and see what they come up with. But anyway, I have been Modest Major. I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. Like I said, go check out Rapscallion's channel for his perspective and other great Halo videos. It can be pretty hard to find active Halo uploaders within the community at this point in time. I mean, even Solomon hasn't uploaded in 3 days. What a disgrace. Severed Void, dead. You know, he might as well be dead to us. He's just betrayed the Halo community. I see him playing GTA Online every day. He's a freaking disgrace. Who else is there? BBK Dragoon, he's gotten a little bit less active. You know, just everyone's bloody inactive. And if I've forgotten someone, it's probably because you're inactive, you piece of crap. Anyway, I've been Modest Major. Hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. Peace out.